Shit, I don't need the recorders. Oh well, you know what? Listen,
Every
it's
time.
It's
Every time.
Listen, every time I think, I'm gonna it's gonna be an easy.
When did we start live
live
streaming regularly?
Yeah. When did we start doing more YouTube stuff?
Years
year and a half
ago.
Year and a half, 2
years. Listen. In my defense, for people, because it's always me who does these things. Like, I didn't ask it to do. Hey, Redham, welcome. To do I didn't ask it to add a recording, and it used to be that it would automatically not add a recording, and now it just has changed suddenly this week, where it now adds a recording.
I see.
So
it's all good.
Stream are doing updates and making things easier.
It's so funny because for anyone who doesn't know, I actually do another show with Lucy and Frankie, good friends of this show, and I am constantly forgetting to add the recording. So
it's all good. It's all good.
But that's not important because we are back. We are back with some Roll for Drama. And then I just realized just now that there will be a slight mistake on the Roll for Drama because I just realized I put in the wrong female name for the replacement. But you know what? Listen.
Maybe the dice won't even.
So it's fine. I just realized it just now as I'm sitting here. I'm like, wait, that wasn't who I was supposed to put in. It's fine.
Because we're such professionals. This whole stream has shown that we are.
The first 2 minutes of this stream have been a mess. But you know what? It's okay.
We're gonna pull through. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be fine. We always make it work in the end. Okay, so for anyone who's now managed to sit through the first 2 minutes of absolute nonsense, and is like, what is this stream even about? Who've never been to one of our streams before of this nature. This is the Roll for Drama stream. It's based on a thing that was popular on TikTok called Roll for Sandwich by TikToker Adventures in Ardia, who rolls a dice and creates cursed sandwiches and then eats them. And we were like, that would be fun to do, but with dramas, to create cursed dramas. Hello, Precious. So we're here to create, but listen, I say cursed dramas, but we have yet to create a cursed drama. We've only created
it depends on your definition of it.
That's true. Last month's drama could have been considered,
but it was a classic.
Intentionally cursed.
I think it was the apex. If you, just for the record, hey, do you have the little poster?
I do.
There you go.
So we created an incredible comedy horror last month called Starry Heights, about two siblings and a dog who are
and their demon
they're running an apartment complex, and a demonically possessed vacuum cleaner, off-brand Dyson, just starts murdering people and terrorizing the entire community.
One of my favorite dramas we've ever made, ever.
It was pretty good, okay? That one and the Omegaverse one, those ones were both pretty good. Yeah.
I mean,
we're a banger.
Talented. Talented.
You know what?
Who else is doing it like us, really?
Literally, well,
no one.
There was just a drama that came out about someone's daughter being turned into a chicken nugget. So, listen, there's someone else out there doing it like us. But we're here to continue the fun of doing this, to create a lovely drama together with y'all. We used to do this sort of themed on our podcast, but then we were like, this is a better live stream format. So that's why we do it live now, because we're here to have some shenanigan fun. And the first thing to shenanigan, let me find the right. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Ooh, no, boop. There we go. The first thing You're on. Hello, Michael. Welcome to the stream. Nah, Mike, that won't intrigue him whatsoever. I can do my best, but I don't think he's going to be interested no matter what I do. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is we have to figure out what type of show we're going to be working on this month.
Uh-huh. What are we hoping for?
It's been a while since we did a weekender.
Yeah, I think so.
Then the only daily we ever did was a sci-fi themed one, a gay sci-fi daily, which was incredible.
We always wish for BL.
Listen, we always wish for BL or
we
GL.
always make it somewhat.
Listen, the BL is where, like, there's always BL for those with eyes to see. You know what I mean? Like, I'll say that. Hello, lesbians. Welcome to our stream. I don't know. All right. Okay, so let's find out what we're doing here. Let's go to our rolling platform. Hello. Into the dice tower. 5.
16 episodes.
Okay, a standard. We've got like a standard episode happening today. Good times. Okay, that's good. All right, next up. Where is ours being set? Let me actually find the D12 while I think is this you, D12? Yeah, okay. Where is our thing? Yeah, the standard length. We got a classic.
I still maintain if we can stay out of a hospital, because I feel like we've had a lot of hospitals.
Listen, the dice are passionate about hospitals. I did switch to a new set of dice this week, mostly because the set of dice we used last time, I had an incident the other day where I knocked tea all over my desk. And the dice went flying, and I couldn't find the D6. It's somewhere in my office. So I had to switch to a new... I was like, we kind of need the D6. So I had to switch to a new one. All right, let's see where we're being set here. D12.
Pretty dice.
5. 2 5s in a row. Interesting.
That has to be
a mid-sized town. All right, we got just a generic. It's just a town. Okay,
this is the most generic we've been.
Listen, they're really
episoder with mid-sized town.
Listen,
it's giving us nothing.
They're green. They're green and blue. They're like a green-blue marble. The dice. So like, it's really saying do whatever you want. Like okay, cool. All right, now. The two main genres.
If this just says like rom-com, I'm going.
Listen, that'll actually make it more difficult. Usually, if it's like less specific, it lets us really get in. Like,
generic
town.
Technically, it doesn't have to be Korea. It just is just a town. Like
you're bending the rules.
Really
you're
if we're just like generic.
Like if we go back, the only one
generic.
Like besides non-Korean country, technically the only one that is definitely Korea specific is Jeju. So like,
yeah.
But it'll probably be in Korea. Okay. All right. Let's see. We got to roll 2 times, unless it's 18 or 19 or 20. I love that I added BL and roll again. Roll a third genre. Okay, let's see what we're doing today. Okay. All right, we got 3.
3.
Oh, shit, it went out. That doesn't count. And we got 12. 3 and 12. A comedy, right?
Comedy slice of life.
A comedy slice of life. Ooh. You know what?
How do you keep it slice of life if it's a comedy? Like that's going to be really difficult to figure out.
Comedy.
There is comedy in life. I just think back to my own life, and sometimes I think this is fucking comedy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, really, in some senses, like what was that one? Waikiki. Like it was kind of it
Yeah.
was more comedy, but it was kind of slice of life. It was just story of the week kind of.
No,
Here we go. Right?
see, y'all are not trusting us, okay? Because you don't know what we can come up with. Like,
but also I love the mundane ones, like the very chill, like
technically, like Cherry Magic is technically could be considered a comedy slice of life with a fantastical element.
It's true.
You know, there's lots of shows. That
Hospital Playlist is a slice of life.
Yeah,
and there's
just
a
make
lot.
it gay. Mike, don't worry. There will be a gay subplot.
I literally don't think we can ever not make it gay. Like that would actually be the challenge.
Mike, look at our branding.
Look at the people in this podcast. I don't know.
Yeah. That's right. Exactly. We don't know what we're gonna be doing yet. All right. Okay. Now comes we're gonna get our two main peeps here. All right, we got main actress. I accidentally put Lee Sung-kyung, forgetting that she was a lesbian cop previously.
Oh yeah,
my bad.
That we casted. Let's be specific.
Oh,
we have used her before.
So if we do get 12, I will
she
roll
was not
again.
Excluding the actress because she was a lesbian.
No. Like, listen.
Don't take that stuff.
I don't know her sexuality, but I know she's not a cop, so it's fine. You all know what I meant. Okay, so if I roll 12, I'll roll again because that was my bad. That was my bad. 20.
Oh.
You know what 20 means?
Oh.
Our
choice.
Uh-oh. All right. Okay, guys. I say we save our choice. Until we see
who we roll.
Yeah.
The same character.
Yeah, it's a fun. You know what?
Like part of the
that could be a fun because it was
cameos.
That was the ghost one, the ghost prison one.
Oh my gosh, that was such a weird one.
All right,
they give us prison and we make it this like ghost.
Well, it was prison and the ability to see
like
ghosts.
A medical thing. Was there a medical aspect?
Yeah, she had.
There was a lot going on in that trial.
There was a lot.
All right, so let's see who our male lead is. All right, 11.
Namju
Hyuk. Okay.
All
right. Now, that becomes this has added us a little. There's some choices that either we or the dice can make here while trying to narrow down. If first off, the choice, are we adding a romance plot line with Namju Hyuk in this slice of life comedy?
I have a suggestion. What if we make this a brother and sister main? Like that's the biggest relationship we see. Like they may have some I know we've done brother and sister, but I don't think we've done it like in the main couple. Or the
it was last
week.
Last month.
Or last time. Not last week. My goodness.
Yeah, they were brother and sister.
Okay, never mind.
You're like, wait, we can't.
Also from like mundane, or maybe roommates, and they never have a relationship,
and like best friends.
Yeah,
and then that means that we can
stay friends.
Listen,
like
guys,
actual best friends.
We've done it again because you know what this means.
They could
be gay. They could be gay roommates. All right, Three's Company.
But they need to be gay roommates who are not like romantic to themselves.
No, they're gay roommates who are looking. Oh, okay. Listen, there's like a possibility for some fun comedic because we just recently did a movie exchange. Stay with me here, where Amanda had Jesse watch a movie, whereupon a lesbian and a gay man get married to hide their sexuality from their family. So they could be like their beards, but like have like a separate thing going on.
Don't we have to roll the rest of this stuff to see?
Yes, we do. We do. But like,
are we picking our person? Are we picking our gal?
This is why. Yes. So who would? So if we're going with, we don't know if they're beards yet, but if we're going with lesbian roommate, who do you think would play one hell of a lesbian roommate?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
The pressure.
We're getting it.
We always
we always get ahead of ourselves, like for sure. Ooh. This is
You're some of my favorite people.
Han Hyo Jo. Did we already use her? And that's the thing. I'm trying to remember like who we've even used. I think we've used her.
I mean, Seulgi's always a good choice.
That's true.
And I'm just imagine, weren't they together in that mermaid?
They were friends. They were friends
right?
in the mermaid
but
show.
Like, so we know they have like good comedic like chemistry.
I don't know. I haven't watched
so we have made Seulgi the lesbian best friend.
We do make her
2 months ago. So I'm just putting that out there that we may want to, go for someone we haven't already made a lesbian bestie. Park Hyung-hee? Oh, it's interesting. I'm
just trying to think of all the people I like. Jung Eugene, I always like her. She was in Still 17. She was the boss.
Oh,
and then that one show, the Noonas romance.
Yeah.
They forgot about the kid. Justice for the kid.
Romance is a bonus book.
Still
yeah, I also really like Jung Yoo-jin.
Or someone, yeah.
It's hard when we have to actually come up with it. It's a lot easier when the dice skew it.
I'm going. I think she'd be Jung Yoo-jin. Like she.
I like Jung Yoo-jin. Sure. Okay. Just very quickly coming up with our little thing. Okay. Oh, beautiful. All right. So next up, while we contemplate that, these our two new lesbian friends, or lesbian and gay friends, we need some tropes.
We do.
What our two.
And this could easily dictate. It depends, because some of them are kind of lighter tropes, and others are like that's a main sticking point for the plot.
Question: have we ever had like Ace as the main?
Yeah.
As the
main. Not in the main, but in the Omegaverse one, there was like a
wayside. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was the side characters.
Okay. I just want to hit up all the
all the possibilities. Yeah. Okay. So we need to pick some tropes here. All right. So let's do our traditional 3 rolls to find out what we got to include. All right, 13, 20, which means we have to roll an extra time. So 13,
20.
17, 16, and 11. Okay.
11, 13, 16, 17.
Yeah. So 11.
Abilities.
God damn it! I swear to God, every month.
Let's be normal. Nope.
Okay, this is officially. So we've got ability to see ghosts, loan shark debt,
time travel.
Oh no!
And what was the other one?
I think 17.
17.
Right?
Noble idiocy.
Okay,
that's easy. Noble idiocy is easy.
Yeah. Okay,
Noble idiocy is kind of like hard in a mundane show, though.
Yeah.
You know?
How are we going? Oh, this is our This is our greatest challenge.
We could do it
This is our greatest challenge yet.
It's not the ability to see ghosts. Like maybe one of them is in a play, and in the play they see ghosts.
Right,
like something that's like really, or like they're an actor and they play. Like they play the Korean remake of Ghost Whisperer.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
Or either they're in a play, they have a dream, or they get hit on their head, like they're in a coma for a while and have a.
They believe. Or maybe that's like one of the things that like they thought when they were like growing up, they were friends and they always believed in ghosts, like they could see ghosts. And then they talk about how it's like not seeing ghosts. They just were making it up in their heads. But also there's, I guess, time travel. I don't know.
Or it could be like, it doesn't have to be straight up shaman, but like, let's say that you were raised in like a shaman family. That would actually be very mundane for you. Like, it wouldn't be a novel thing. It would just be, and especially, and if, let's say they were friends, like, since they were younger, like, this is normal for them. Like, it's a non-thing. It's just a part of life. Like, you could make it mundane.
Yeah.
Depending on the atmosphere.
It's just a thing that they have.
Use it as as the catalyst for doing a sort of slice of life series where it's vignettes through time. So like they can see the ghosts in this apartment building, and then you see the stories of.
So the time travel is metaphorical. Yes. It's not like literal time.
You're seeing the time travel ghosts inside.
Oh,
they
we're being
their element or whatever, and then you get some.
Yeah.
You know what? I love this. This is like a true example of like sticking to the letter of the law, not the spirit of the law. Like, absolutely. But you know what? We're not quite done. Because we also have to roll some cliches that we have to somehow include.
Oh boy,
into this
could be harder.
Listen, this is where we get a little, where the true test of our abilities. All right, we got 17. 1 and 12. 17, 1 and 12. Okay, so 1 pancake kiss. Easy. Okay, 12. Watching you while you sleep. I feel like that is also possible. Oh, and the 17, locked in a fridge elevator room.
Classic.
That's a classic
Kdrama.
Yeah, that's a
fridge, elevator. What was the last word?
Or room. Just locked somewhere.
Maybe they do a pancake kiss because they have to pretend.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Like as part of their like,
Oh yeah.
I like that. You know what? Oh, let me put the thing back so people know who we're talking about. Boop. Okay. This is. They
fun. Look like such good friends.
They really do.
They were roommates. So obviously we have these so how like much romance in our slice of life do we want to add for each of these two main characters here?
I don't know. I'm like kind of chill with none, or romance inside characters or something like they see, but maybe they're just,
or maybe chilling. Like a lot of the romance is just them like at night having a beer talking about like a date that's failed, or so you don't really see it, but it's there, kind of
an aspect of life, like.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. Yeah. Technically, remember when you remember something that has happened, you are traveling into the past in your mind. Yeah.
There we go.
Honestly, it's kind of like Midnight Photo Studio in the fact that so they interact with deceased people, and whenever they're kind of introduced, as you go through that character's story, you have flashbacks that show like what happened to that character back when they were alive and stuff. So there's a lot of that.
That could be it. You're talking about it, the idea of they're having a beer at night. Maybe they're having a beer and like the ghosts from their apartment building or whatever, like kind of join them and like chill out with them in the evenings and stuff. And they're all just chatting their stories and telling their,
I love it. I love this.
One who can see ghosts. They can't see the ghosts at all.
I love this concept of like a supernatural slice of life because it's such a vibe, just being like, it's a slice of life comedy.
We can also like do the ghosts of the past, like like if we're going stretching the time.
But I feel like with the ghosts of the past, it sort of is like it doesn't lend very well to the comedy aspect.
That's true.
Because
I forgot about the comedy thing. Oh
yeah, because if you're seeing the ghosts from your past, usually that's not a good thing. Usually that means you're traumatized in some way.
Maybe the comedy can be like one or both of their jobs somehow. Like some aspect of...
Oh, yeah.
The comedy could be the friends we made along the way.
Or like people that like are in their apartment complex where they live, or like a landlord, or like...
Well, they're in a mid-sized town, so that could be anything.
It's so
a
hard.
grocery store that they frequent, or like a place, like a bar or a restaurant they go to a lot.
This might be the hardest one we've ever encountered.
Maybe they like, again, because either one or both of them is involved in like, I didn't know if we were really going with this, but since I said like the shaman, like their family is in that stuff, it kind of reminds me of how like in the Fiery Priest, like the main priest guy, he has all these buddies who are also like either other priests or other just... So, like, not only... So, maybe they have get-togethers that's, like, might be other shaman family people, or it might also just be, like,
other
spiritualism
religious
community at large, like, and they just, like, chill. Maybe there's kind of a bar, or, like you said, like a... And they kind of have a reunion periodically, you know, once a month get-together. And that can kind of be funny, like, in a variety of ways.
A shaman, a priest, and a rabbi walk into a bar.
Yeah, that's sort of
kind of vibe that we're going with here.
Oh, this is an... I see... Oh, I like that. That's fun.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking of, like, the show that I'm sort of struck on as for, like, the vibe that we might be trying to achieve, even though it is, like, a romance show, but it has the vibe I'm thinking of, is Love with Flaws, because it was a comedy, but the gay brothers plot in that was not a comedy, but it was like, but the whole show was very mundane at the same time. Like there wasn't any grand like schemes or anything. It was like this was a, you know, like a high school phys ed teacher who, you know, meets up with her old friend from middle school who's hot now. But she doesn't like good-looking guys because her 3 brothers are really good-looking, and that's been a pain in her ass their whole life. And then you have like the 3 different brothers who is like, one's the gay brother who owns a gay bar, one's a skeevy car salesman who like chats up women to sell them cars, and one's just an idiot for trying to be an idol. And it had sort of a very mundane feel to it. But it was very much a comedy at the same time. And then you also had like, you're finding out all of the ghosts of their past that have led to them being who they are. So that might be like the kind of vibe that we're trying to strike here. Where it's like primarily a comedy, but there's some very heartfelt, emotive plot lines within it.
So
kind
of like a sitcom or something.
Yeah.
Like it's got a, you know, a sitcom's just got your general, it's funny, but it's also just telling you stories about people who are just doing their thing and living their lives, right? I like it.
Also, Love with Flaws is good if anyone hasn't seen it. Wants to watch
So
it.
I will say, Watch You While You Sleep is really easy if ghosts are involved, so that could just
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Or
it doesn't have to
like,
be weird or creepy.
Or literally one of them could like fall asleep on the couch while the other one's in the room.
That or like, oh, I need to wake her up because we have to go do something. So I'm staying like, should I wake her up, should I not? Like that type of thing.
I just thought of a cute sort of meet cute that incorporates Locked in a Closet. Maybe we have like a flashback to when they became friends. And you know how like, you know the game 7 Minutes in Heaven?
Yeah.
You know, that bullshit where you get locked in a closet and you're supposed to make out. But then like the gay kid and the lesbian kid locked together.
Well, that's also how the pancake kiss happens.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, but it's like
that's to prove.
You know, and just be like
no.
Yeah. And that's like a fun little like how we became friends. Like
you
know.
So I will say the comment about animal ghosts, we've done the animal ghosts.
We've done animal
ghosts. If you're curious, it's our
done it all.
It's the Thai. The Thai.
Oh yes, the Thai.
Part one it was the December version of the Thai BL one we did. The January part 2
was not
went a whole different direction. but that was purely to sell dog food. That was the point of that entire show, was that it was just an advertisement for dog food.
Oh, PPL. Don't we have a PPL slide?
We do. Listen, we're not.
Maybe that'll help.
You know,
It sure informed our last one.
It
I'll tell
did.
you that.
Okay. All right. Let me get this going here. All right. We do have PPL to integrate. Let's see what our main sponsor is going to be for this slice of life comedy. 17. A lot of 17s.
There are numbers
17
have been like
Right here. Yeah.
repeating.
A massage chair.
chair.
Okay. You know, easy.
That's
This
always
is
good
also
for
funny.
the comedy.
Both worker for a local ghost hunting association reality show, and it's never clear if the ghosts exist or not.
Sort of like Ghost Facers. I love it. Which is
Are
a
they just,
fictional
like,
ghost hunting show on the show
Both work in
Supernatural.
TV production, and then like
That's the show that they're working
on, and they're like, oh. Okay.
So the ability to see ghosts could just be like the people that they're interviewing for this show. So you never actually find out if they actually can see ghosts or if they're just grifters who are full of shit.
And they could win a chair. The massage chair, like since it's a sponsor, they gave out massage chairs, and everybody already has a massage chair because massage chairs are so popular for a sponsorship that they get.
Yeah. And then so it's just like they're in their apartment, just both of them just sitting in matching massage chairs, having these like conversations.
It's like a tiny apartment, so these
So the massage
a lot of
chair is
space.
like the whole living room is a massage chair.
Episode where they're trying to like plan them in the room, and they're like, no, and that's like a whole like them just moving them around the room, trying to get them.
You know what? That would actually be a really fun like epilogue to an episode, like the episode where they're remembering where they became roommates, and then the epilogue is them with these like goddamn massage chairs trying to like move them in this tiny
like
space and just being like
very friends like with like
Yeah,
Joey.
pivot. That's right, the pivot.
The pivot,
That's right,
and then also
pivot.
because they like sit in their like armchairs. That's like their living room furniture.
Yeah.
When I lived in college, we had a matching set of these huge armchairs that had like 1.5 foot wide arms that were flat, so it was perfect for like you'd put your food there, your books, whatever, right? And when we moved out, my dad looked at them and he said, well, I guess the next people will enjoy these chairs. I'm not moving them. Like, they were so much work to get into the apartment. We were like,
You said, nah.
They live
These
here
live
now.
here now.
Enjoy, friends.
The next students can enjoy them too.
So another bit that we haven't talked about: loan shark debt.
Oh shit, we forgot about the loan shark debt. That's not a bad. You know what? And that's a perfect setup for a comedic slice of life situation.
Or they go to try to sell it, and then they can't get it out of the place, and then that whole situation happens. And they're like, "Oh, I guess we'll just keep it."
That's fun. That's fun.
I mean, the loan shark could be with someone else than the main character too. If we want to make it small.
They could use one of the massage chairs to like pay off their loan shark debt, and then you get pictures.
Or they're helping out someone.
Massage.
Yeah, the debt can belong to a friend, or like maybe the place that they always go to. Maybe the like owner has a loan shark, and they're all like, "We're gonna help, like, get them back on track."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then they could listen. I got a great plot for this. And if we're going with that, they are like the PDs on a ghost hunting show. They could be like, so they have like this favorite local dive, okay? And the person's in trouble with loan sharks because they've been trying to like upgrade their shop because they don't have a lot of business. So then they're like, we've got a great idea. What if we just pretend this restaurant is haunted?
Yes.
And then on the
Pretend
show,
haunted.
we get the ghost hunters to come to this haunted, like, you know, you get the debt is repaid.
That loan shark, it's Kim Won-hey. It just is.
Oh,
yes,
he would want that chair.
Absolutely,
He deserves that chair.
Because I think it would just be sort of fun for like the first half of the show. they're always at this restaurant, and it's like, why is there never anyone but them in this restaurant? Then you have the episode of them saving the restaurant, and then after that they still go to the restaurant, but now it's full of just like weirdos all the time.
Yeah, they're like,
and then they're like,
oh, weird.
Yeah, and so they're like, they're still there, but they're just like, yeah, it's not the same.
Not the
same.
It feels like very How I Met Your Mother-esque.
And maybe the dive bar is kind of like, so remember in Glitch how I think the character's name was Captain and he ran a bar and then he was an enthusiast about aliens and stuff too. So like maybe the owner like kind of likes that type of stuff anyway, and that's why they get along with
Or maybe he doesn't. And then they're like, but now you have to fake it that you do. And so that becomes like his arc is like, maybe ghosts are real. So you can have like these little cutaways where like, there'll be like little weird, like, this jar was moved when he wasn't looking. And he's like, are ghosts actually real? Like,
Maybe he's like some disgraced like researcher or something. So he's heavily so heavily scientific, and he wouldn't want anyone to like think that about him. But then he has to get foisted into this, and he hates it. That's really good. Who should we cast as that? Let's do that.
Shall we roll for it?
Mm-hmm.
For Bar? Sure.
Okay, let me get sorry, I gotta. There's a lot of things I have to click. Okay, let's go back to the boop, 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 boop. Okay, male or female? This is the...
Can we roll for it?
Evens, odds, okay? If it's even, it's a lady. If it's odds, it's a fella. It's evens, it's a lady. Okay. So, let's find out which lady is going to be running this bar. Okay, come on now. 14. Kim Yu Jung. Okay.
14?
14.
Oh shit, sorry. I don't know. Hwang Jung-um. Sorry about that. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me... You guys chat while I update our graphic.
So do we have them have like friends that come hang out at the dive bar with them ever, like once in a while, or do they just kind of be there by themselves most of the time?
I kind of feel like maybe it's like one of those places that just everybody knows there's like a standing like thing that like one person out of this French like group will always be there. So it's like sometimes maybe it's just them and then sometimes it's other people.
Yeah.
But like enough that we start to like really like we know some of the characters. Maybe they're in.
Mm-hmm. And that's very slice of lifey.
Yeah. Or maybe like even like, like one of my favorite things about Japanese dramas, they have like the place that they always go to. And like there's the other regulars who are there. So like they don't normally talk to them all the time, but like they still have like a friendship because they're both regulars at the same space.
Right.
And so like sometimes they interact because, they're always like at the bar at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Cheers sort of situation where
Yeah.
they're just like, they don't actually do stuff outside of the bar, but like in the bar, you just know each other's lives.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah, like Midnight Diner. Yeah.
Mm.
it amuses me the idea of Hwang Jung-un being this bar owner.
Yeah.
Given the Mystic pop-up bar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like,
what I was thinking.
Neston, right?
Very
Like
funny.
that.
So
If
maybe
you could have
it's all
one of those,
Mystic pop-up characters. that
One of those
come in.
awesome like bottles from Mystic Pop-up
Yeah.
bar.
Mm.
I
Just
would,
sitting
yeah,
in
I
the
would
background.
definitely
On
have
a
little like
shelf
Easter
in the
eggs.
A
Yeah.
little reference to it.
Yeah.
And the fella, like, what do you call him, Amanda? Is it Hot Daddy? Is that what you call that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, baby.
Just have him come like deliver something at some point. Like he
isn't-
barely,
listen.
just
This isn't even his first time appearing as the hot dad.
Maybe to tie in that bottle of the alcohol, maybe it's like something that's always there, and like they reference it sometimes. Like I can't wait till we get enough money to like finally like drink that alcohol. It's like just that like
Yeah.
you know, thing sitting there for a while, and then like finally someone does it, like someone drinks it, and they're like, it wasn't worth it, you know.
Yeah.
It was,
But it's like
fine.
like, it's like the box that they're like focused on every time they're in there.
Mm-hmm.
This was acceptable, you know. Like,
You know, it goes right back to like cheap beer and soju.
I like it.
I kind of like the concept of not having, like, they might just kind of discuss romance once in a while as far as just being an aspect of their lives, but then just like it not being the main focus of the show, of course. And so it very much like it's not the center of the show that these people are queer, but it's just that's a part of them because like the whole point of the show is just slice of lifey in that respect.
I like it. Sorry, I'm just updating. I gotta add Hot Daddy.
He barely shows up. You don't have to.
It doesn't matter. No, I gotta listen. We need people. We need people to know.
To have him up on the screen.
Yeah, don't worry. Like, listen. It's important that people know that he has a cameo. In this. I made him small. I didn't, Well, it's like maybe not like zero romance, but just like that's not ever a focus of the like. You can have like one of them coming home from a date, or you can even have like scenes of them on disastrous dates or something. Like, you know, like that's a real comedy.
It's not the crux of the show. It's not like we're gonna show the whole date, or we're going to.
Like it's. I think like a lot of people place too much like emphasis on people having relationships, like, and that being like the fulfillment of their life.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like there, it's like something that is, but like nobody's like pushing it. Like, oh, the single one has to be, you know, finding someone or being the like entertainment of like what their dating life is, because all the, you know, coupled people are like living vicariously through them.
Like, it also, sorry.
No, go.
It would also be really nice if it's not just like that they're like sharing an apartment or whatever. It's very, they're kind of chosen life partner type thing.
Yeah, that's what it said.
And like they have discussions about that and like how that fits into their life and how that's actually, and kind of show how that functions for other people as well. Because a lot of people have things like that, have relationships like that in their lives. They just don't really think about, because romance is so heavily focused on in society that people kind of forget, like, hey, my sister, she's kind of the one that I actually spend more time with, and kind of she's the one that assists me more. Like, there's a lot of stuff that kind of your partner in life is sometimes a friend, sometimes a family member or something like that, and has nothing to do with romance. And so it's it kind of show
got the vibe of how the found family structure of It's Okay, That's Love plays out too, where it's just like, this is like, we've decided to come together and help each other out, and this is just how we've decided to be a family. And it's very unconventional, and none of us are actually related.
And to add for like, if we're angling for that comedy bit, there's a real wealth of comedy in people misunderstanding that A, they're gay, and B, they're actually not dating. That's just a fiction they've invented for their families, right? And so it's like, you know, you have the classic, like, someone sees one of them out on one of their disaster dates and is like, oh, they're cheating, and like, and that adds to like a fun, like, you know, like mini plot going on where it's like, I'm gonna be a good friend, and I'm gonna hunt, like, I'm gonna go and like, you know, like spy to like find out on them. And then,
I know we keep doing this, but like the like classic, like one friend who's just not all there. They're not the one who's the thinker in the group, and like
the himbo
entire
friend.
Time they think they are dating, and everybody else knows that they're not, and like they don't actually like make it like a thing. And then like one episode, he sees so and so out on a date, and he's like, oh, And then there's like that conflict of like, how am I going to tell my friend that my other friend is
and added to like an extra element of funny is that he sees him on a gay date and is like, oh no, like he's been lying to her this whole time. Like, what the noble idiot, a new term for noble idiocy. He's the noble idiot. Nez, you
do they then go on a trip? Is that how that ends? Like the noble idiot has to eventually go on a trip.
Yeah. But I think, you know what? I know we did Shonu last time, but you know who I think would also be hilarious at this role, semi-related? Hyungwon would be the hilarious noble idiot who's like, he could be like, listen, he could be like her personal assistant at work, right? And then sees this and is like, how do I tell her boyfriend's gay?
It's like basically every time you see him in the background, he's just like wringing his hands because he's so and conflicted about.
And he could be like, and he could be like a really nice guy, right? So he could be like, I don't want to out someone, like it's none of my business.
And at first it's like, it's not my business. It's not my business. And then like
he's like, but I she's so important to me. Like she's like my mentor, and like I love her like a sister, and like I would tell my sister if this happened. Like, and you can have like these, beautiful comedic like situations that I think would be a classic good time with Hyungwon, because I feel like he could play them really well.
Then when he gets informed that is not like, what'd be funny is like that's the comedy of it, and so pretty much when they break the news to him or whatever, it's very like anticlimactic. It's very like, nope, this is this. It's
or
like,
it's not even like the breaking of news. Like someone just like talks about something and like it finally clicks in his head that like they've never been like dating. And he had this whole like
you get this like montage flashback of him like remembering all their interactions and going,
wait. That could be the time travel. Is Hyungwon time traveling with a new perspective on all these interactions that he's seen? Like, do you know like the show Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah.
Yes.
In the first episode where they introduce the captain, and then at the end of the episode you find out he's gay, and then there's like it does like the flashbacks of him being like, I'm putting my photo of my life partner Kevin here, and like putting like a gay flag on his desk, and it's just like stuff that like the character is now remembering. But what do you mean? No, like I think this would be such a funny...
Like he remembers back to, they totally went to, like, the Pride Parade.
Yeah.
But I just thought they were being allies and being, like, super supportive, and that was really lovely. Nice. Or, like, we all went together, and that was, like, a thing we did. It's like, oh.
I thought it was just, like a friendly work trip thing.
What if he's gay, and so he just has thought they've been supporting him, like, every time
he might be like bi or pan or something, like as far as like, so he really, he thought they really got into that.
He's like, wow, they're such good allies. And then he could have a boyfriend who's just like, your gaydar is so bad.
Like, oh, sweetie.
Oh, sweetie.
And so there could just be like scenes of him going home to his boyfriend and being like, I don't know, I have to tell her. And the boyfriend just being like, okay.
And that's why he never like cares, like doesn't like try to like force him to do anything because he knows that they're not like dating. He's like, okay, sweetie, you think what you want.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because he's obviously so convinced, like he's so far down. It's like there's
he's in the rabbit hole, He's like, I gotta save her. Like this is a bad guy, but I can't out someone in the community. That's just not done. It's like, but it's gonna be worse if I don't tell her. Like it would be such a good bit of like a running gag throughout like 2/3 of the show, Whereas and then in like episode 14 is like the episode name is like The Realization. It could be sort of like the episodes could be named sort of like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia type, like the gang does this, like like that sort of vibe where it's just them doing something shenanigan-y that day. I feel like we've brought this around, guys.
Yeah.
Never doubt your abilities to make the weirdest combinations work.
No, listen, with enough love and friendship, with the power of friendship, you can make anything
With
gay
enough
and
talking
cohesive.
out loud.
Hey, I'm impressed that we didn't make the enemy capitalism this time.
Well,
we didn't do it last time, and we're not doing it this time.
There's still
Listen,
time,
next
Sky.
next month
That's true, we
is,
can
is
voice
also
it.
possible. Yeah.
That's Hyungwon.
That's Hyungwon from
From
Monster
Monster
X.
X.
That's who we were saying would be the
He has
assistant.
very good comedic timing.
He has very good comedic timing and
Yeah.
very good face.
Puzzle face.
Yeah, like,
It's first like deadpan to like what in a minute.
Hold
If you've
the
ever
phone.
seen the K-pop meme, he's the one that drinks the
Drinks.
Starbucks.
The Starbucks, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's none of my business. Like,
Grabs my grabs a drink.
there's also one. My favorite Hyungwon meme is the one at a fan sign where he suddenly just goes like from outside, like he comes in from the corner. And it's like, like confused, like what?
And so people cut that and put that on so many.
They just be like, what?
That's why he's my bias.
He's so funny.
He's mine too. Him and Shonu, who also have, for the last episode. Well, no, technically, like them using ghost hunting to save the
That's
alien
true.
bar is, and them having to like move their friggin' free massage chairs
Anytime we
around
go
their
against
tiny
loan
apartment,
sharks, I guess it's like overthrowing
Yeah.
capitalism in a way.
and like having to live together in a tiny apartment, just
That's true.
True. Their statements being said in the slice of life type way, as opposed to being like,
Oh yeah.
They're not taking down a corporation. They're just living within the confines of late end stage capitalism, being like,
well, there could even be conversations essentially about like they don't really want to do the jobs they do, but like here, gotta make money and survive, and you gotta make rent. That's the way it goes.
This is so good. Again.
Oh, title.
The title.
Okay, so what are
Titles
the numbers that we kept on like getting? Because that could be like the apartment, blah blah blah.
17.
And
17. Yeah.
An OST song is sung by 17 as well.
Who sleepwatches whom? Oh, one of them has a job doing sleep studies, and the other one does the ghost hunting shows. That's kind of fun.
Or maybe one of them just is having trouble sleep, so they go to a sleep place.
Sleep clinic.
And so like it's the technician who's watching sleep.
Or there could be like an ongoing bit where like one of them has like a really exhausting job that they work too much overtime at, and so they'll be like in their massage chairs having these like really deep conversations, and then suddenly the other one will look over and that person has just passed out zooted.
Or they do the thing where they're like maybe like both on set and they're trying to get like naps. So one is on the lookout for the other person. So like the one person like takes a nap and then the other person wakes them up when like the boss is coming around and they doing that.
And then to kind of be comedic about that, like people kind of notice that's a thing and they assume that they're dating or something. Oh, he's so sweet to like do that for her. It's like
it's not a
they're just being friends.
Yeah.
Like they're just looking out for each other. It's not like this romantic gesture. And that's kind of the thing. The show kind of makes you realize, like, as far as because they're they take care of each other, then you kind of realize none of this is romantic. This is just taking care of each other.
Yeah.
And so it kind of highlights how people see that as a romantic thing quite often for anybody. It's like the reality is, even in a romantic relationship, the reality is that's just taking care of each other. Like you have to, there's no romance to that. It's literally just taking care of each other.
I thought of a good way to integrate 17 even further. One of the kooky mystics could be just June from 17. Like I feel like he would be really.
Well, I guess we have
one. But I feel like and then
you can double idol it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I feel like either him
has done acting, so
yeah, he has done acting, and it's like, and I feel like he would be a good just like kooky ghost hunter who they keep bringing onto their show because people just find him so hilariously bizarre that like every time he's on an episode, everyone's like, yeah, like this, it's the weirdo again.
He
like,
ups the ratings for them a lot.
Yeah.
And so they've like had to sort of become friends with him.
And so they have to take him out to drink sometimes.
Yeah. But like he's always just weird. Like he's just playing a weird dude, you know? I feel like that I just found the perfect picture of him to add to our one second. This is good. This is good. But yeah, he could just be like the weird little mystic who just shows up and you know, or like the running gag could him be like, I swear I saw guys, I got another one. You're not gonna believe it. More ghosts. And then, you know, he sings an OST and Bob's Your Uncle. We're perfect.
And we still don't have a title.
Still don't have a title.
This show would be very difficult to summarize in a description.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mid-sized town would be the title.
Roommate.
Yeah, like I was gonna say like generic town Korea. That's the title.
Generic town Korea.
Yeah. Love it.
Like,
I
you
love
know,
how his head is so huge compared.
well, I needed to like really get that in there. Just
Really show you. Yeah.
Yeah, just really get the vibe that I was like imagining for this.
Yeah, generic town Korea. So you think everything's like super normal, and then
weird stuff happens.
It's kind of weird.
It's like the important thing is like the knowledge that even the most boring people just are weird as hell. You know,
That's true.
like just you could just be like, you know,
that normal people are weird and weird people are normal, and it's all just life.
Yeah.
I love that we've turned noble idiocy into a noble idiot. That is the funniest shit. Oh my god.
Where there is
I
a
love
will,
how
there is a way.
Oh,
We have had the noble idiot before.
Yes. Well, he was just a himbo. He was just a himbo. He was just doing his.
He was an idiot.
He was just dumb. Like he didn't realize she was a lesbian, but he was also flirting with her as like didn't know he was. You know,
and there was no like
fella.
investigation or anything. It was just kind of like, it is what it is.
It is what it is. And then finally they were like, "Kid, I'm gay," and he was like, "Oh, well that makes things are. I'm connecting the dots." Yeah, RJ, he genuinely means well, but he's missing half of the information about the situation. You know,
I really appreciate the fact that like queer people can have a very broken gaydar. That's just really funny to me.
Like, I don't see why they wouldn't. You know, like
right.
Like,
well, I mean, straight people often have very, like, what do you mean they were flirting with me? What do you mean? You know, like, you know, we're in the group chat and somebody's telling a story and everyone goes, they were asking you out. No. And you're like, you're literally have a date tonight. And they're like, what? No. You're like,
when I was in college, I had to go to the pet store because my friend had some fish and we needed some like fish supplies. And the guy at the pet store was apparently very obviously flirting with me. And he was like asking like, oh, like, what are you guys doing later? Like, oh, like, do you enjoy doing this? Like, you know, like talking me up. And I'm just like, oh, well, anyway, have a nice day. And I just left. And then my friend was like, Natalia. I was like, what? She's like, Natalia, like, girl, come on. So.
And sometimes it's also a spatial awareness thing. Like, I've never been able to tell when anybody is staring at me, like, ever. Yeah. But mom will be like, that person was staring at you, like, at some place forever ago. I don't clock that stuff. Nope. If I feel like safe in environment, I just go about my business and just move on. It's not a thing. So
Redham, I don't think they appear on the show. They're like the people behind the scenes. So, you know.
A writer or like a PA or something.
Yeah, so like the, you know. But Oh my god, the show sounds incredible. But what to call it? This is the hardest part of every episode.
Well, what about? I mean, Nez suggested a name.
What does So-Gui mean? Is it just a town?
It means generic.
Generic.
Oh! Oh. Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
Just So-Gui. Yeah. Generic. Yep. Because they're just generic people. But are they? Because like everyone I know has something weird about them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then like even like and then people who you think are weird just like have really boring lives. Because a lot of people I meet think that I have a very exciting life, and I'm like, I only own sweatpants. I don't know what you're talking about. I like this. I like this, guys.
It feels very us. Like
it does.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's funny how it started with mid-sized town.
Where it all 16 episodes in a mid-sized town. That's where it all began, and here we are.
Oh, this one's generic.
Liban Sengwal, generic life. Oh, that's fun. I like that.
Generic life works. That's a good.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm gonna copy that.
Like it's something very.
No, I don't want to delete it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it would let me copy this. Well, I can just Google it again. At least that's what Google Translate seems to think. I'll ask people I'll ask around before I, type it out. But yeah, no, that's fun. I like it.
Oh, we need to replace our pupils, the people that we use
our
for
pupils. Yes. Who do we want, people? Who are we actually? And we need 2 ladies because I replaced them with the wrong person. I don't remember who I was supposed to replace them with.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if we had a list going of that. I don't think I have anybody written down.
Oh, I had somebody in my head. About Lee Ju Young for one of the ladies. She doesn't do a lot of like main roles, but she's a lot of fun. I enjoy her.
Oh yeah, I like her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And any should I put the
We had written down once upon a time Kim Song Hyuk. He was in Chocolate Milkshake and Happy Ending.
Okay.
Looks like
Kim Song Hyuk. Write it down. And then for just another lady, just for good times.
Should we go older?
We could listen. We could just put in Hot Daddy. That could be
on the gals.
Not on the gals. I'm just putting that out there as an option. But for the ladies,
for Hot Daddy, for the dudes, but I think that'd be fun.
What's the actress who's in the Unwoo drama with him?
Oh yeah.
What is her name?
I'm looking it up. Yeah, Kim Namju.
Kim Namju.
I need to watch half of that still.
All right. As always, this has been a good
This
time.
would be a joy to watch.
This would be.
It would be so fun.
This may not be as action-packed of a show as last month, but I still think this would be a very fun show to watch.
It would be.
Yeah. I would love this. This is very much up my alley.
So thank you for hanging out with us. We're going to be back on Wednesday of next week with Idol Manager. It never ends. Listen, we're going to be playing Idol Manager for the next 7 years. Don't even.
The Idol life never ends.
The Idol life never ends. Anyway, we hope you have a great day. We'll see you you know, and we'll have a new episode on Monday. So, anyway, we hope you had a good time. We'll see you next time, and stay frosty, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.